Yo, this is Eternal Plays Pokémon Violet, the Indigo Disk, and well, I've been gathering some Pokémon in my Pokémon home. Not all of them, but a certain group of Pokémon, to say the least. Because if you look at my decks right now, it says 58, 134. That's something like a 20 more almost. So what happened? What happened is starters happened. Not just one, not two, not three. I brought in every single one of them. Here we are. These are all the starters from Gen 1 to 8. Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle from Gen 1, Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile from Gen 2. We have Trico, we have Torchic and Mudkip from Gen 3. We have Turtwig, Chimchar, and Piplup from Gen 4. Snivy, Tepig, and Oshawott from Gen 5. We have Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie from Gen 6. We have Rowlet, Litten, and Popplio from Gen 7. And of course Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble from Gen 8. And I also brought in my Breloom. This is the one I used in my Scarlet game and other games as well. This is my precious little Breloom for capturing Pokemon. You can see almost 400 attack. So it's really all about that false swiping and then Spore. Great Pokemon to use. I also have the Poison Heal ability because the other ability is bad. You can cause status effects on the opponent, which can be poison, it can be bad. Poison is good because if you poison yourself, you heal instead of taking damage. Also see here the origins of Pokemon. So Bulbasaur, for example, is from Let's Go Pikachu Eevee. Charmander is from Gen 8. Same with Squirtle. Chikorita has the G icon, which is from Pokemon Go. Cyndaquil, this is from my Scarlet game. It has the Gen 9 icon. Totodile from Go. Trico from Gen 8. Torchic from Go. Mudkip from Go. Turtwig from Go. Chimchar from Go. Piplup. This one is from the Gen 4 remakes. Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. Snivy has the hexagon, which means it's from Gen 6. So XY, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. We have Tepig, also from Gen 6. And Oshawott has this this Arceus icon, which is for Pokemon Legends Arceus. You have Chespin from Go, Fennekin from Go, Froakie has the Clover, which means in Gen 7. Rowlet from Go, Litten Gen 8, Poplar Gen 8, Grookey Gen 8, Scorbunny Gen 8, Sobble Gen 8, and his Breloom was actually older generation, but it's been bred, and this one, this Shroomish they evolved in the Breloom, is done in Gen 9. So we're going to be leveling up all of these. So the best way to level up is to fight against chances. Doesn't really want to use, just use someone that you like to use. Someone that can hit pretty hard and can hit multiple times. Basically, you can keep on going without having to redo your stuff. I think Azumarill is good here, so let's get him up. So let's have Bulbasaur. Let's have Torchic. Of course, I put him down here. Let's use Oshawott. Let's have Sobble, my favorite Gen 8 Pokemon, or Gen 8 starter list. Last one. This is mainly for my John. Let's have Cyndaquil. My dear John. Mahalko. There we go. So let's evolve these ones. Some of them are some levels because I've been getting from Go, or I've even been trading on the home. On Pokemon Home on mobile, I've been using the Wonder Trade to get some starters as well. That's why I have a lot of IDs. So with these up, you can probably put them Lucky Egg if you have that to make it even faster. It doesn't really matter. Now let's go find some chances. And just pummel them a few, and they will be evolving. Yeah, speaking of Chansey, here's the first one. Doesn't really matter what we use because everything will be super good here. Chansey is defensively weak, and Azumarill is offensively strong because of huge power. And boom! This negative thing is the one thing I hope they will do in Gen 10 is that when Pokemon learns the multiple moves while leveling up, instead of like having to go to one and move one by one, have a list of every move that you have learned, select which one you want to learn, and then skip the rest. Because you can relearn and forget moves whenever you want now without having to talk to people. So why do you have to do this all the time? It's a bit annoying. Hopefully they'll do that in Gen 10. The cheat at least is very strong. Razor Leaf very strong. Razor Leaf? Yeah, it's a special attacker, but Razor Leaf is a very strong move. Better than Wine Whip at least. Wine Whip has no secondary effects. Razor Leaf has increased crit chance. Poison Powder, don't care about. Sleep Powder is pretty good. Not as good as Spore. Spore is 100%, this one is 75. Growth is fine, but it's not good to be both focused on special attack and attack at the same time. Seed Bomb is even better than Razor Leaf. Even though Razor Leaf, of course, can quickly hit a bit better, but Razor Leaf doesn't have perfect accuracy. Takedown is an okay move. Sweet Scent reduces evasion. Synthesis can heal a bit. Slash is a strong normal move, better than Scratch. Don't really need Detect. Detect is okay. I mean, Detect is good for PvP. Bounce is a 2-time flying move. Focus Energy to increase crit chance. Water Gun. Soak. Soak can be good in sometimes because you can make a Pokemon into a water type. So it's a good support move. Tail Whip is not that good. Razor Shell is his signature move. This is a physical water move. And also reduce his defense sometimes. So it can be very good. Fury Cutter, which is a bug move that increases damage every time you use it. So the more you use it, every time the power goes up. Water Pulse, which is basically Water Gun but improved, and also has a chance to confuse. So more power and secondary effect, always good. Aerial Ace is a very good move. It's a flying move with perfect accuracy. Better than Fury Cutter. Water Gun on Subble, Bind, Water Pulse again. Subble is a very good special attack. Look at a special attack to 63, much better. Yeah, Subble is a great special attacker. Tearful Look, which is a stat reduction on the opponent. Both attack and special attack, which is it's okay, but I'd rather want to have 2 stages on one instead of 1 on each. Sucker Punch is a good defensive move because it does damage if the opponent is attacking. It won't work if you don't attack, because then again they won't attack you either. U-turn, bug move that does damage and switches you out. Liquidation, which is in my opinion the strongest water move in the game, or physical at least. There are some other moves that do more damage, but this one is the most cohesive because it has perfect accuracy and can also reduce defense sometimes. Smokescreen, Ember, Quick Attack, basically tackle that can go first. So a priority tackle, what I would call it. Flame Wheel, which is basically a kind of weak physical fire attack. Or not that weak, but it's not that strong either. It doesn't have any secondary effect. Can burn, but most fire moves can burn anyways. Defense curve reduces defense. 1 Flame Charge. This is basically the Flame Wheel. He has slightly less power, but will always increase speed by 1. So it's a good thing. Increase speed and deal damage. And now let the evolutions begin. First of all, Bulbasaur. Now we only can evolve a Pokemon once per battle, so even if you level enough to evolve twice, it won't work. Now we got ourselves Ivysaur. Here's Pokédex State of Ivysaur. The bulb of his back grows as it absorbs nutrients. The bulb gives off a pleasant aroma when it blooms. Then we have Torchic. Torchic can become Combuskin. Now I have a dual type. Here's Combuskin. So Combuskin, when it enters battle, the flame inside its body burns stronger. Its kicks have outstanding destructive power. Pretty neat. Now we must learn Double Kick, because it's a fighting type now, so we'll then gain the double kick, which is a pretty good move. Hits twice, and it's a fighting type move, and since it's a fighting type, he will then gain bonus damage from it. Then we have Oshawott, which will become Duat. There it is. More shells in this one. Duat. Duat has a studious and stern personality. It masters the use of his scallops, though dedicated, repeated training. Yeah. It looks also angry all the time. Next up is Subble. My favorite Generation 8 starter. Team Subble. Hashtag Team Subble. Now becomes Drizzile, which I will call Emo Lizard. It's so cute though. So Drizzile. Highly intelligent but also very lazy. It defends its home by laying traps. Ah, so sneaky. So cute. And then finally we have Cyndaquil. The Generation 2 Fire Starter. Now it becomes Quilava. So here is Quilava, the volcano Pokemon. The fur covering in this Pokemon's body never burns, no matter what. It can shrug off any kind of fire attack. Oh, it's so cute as well. So that was these 4 Pie Pokemon. Let's see if you can find another Chansey and have them evolve again. But yeah, I would really like that if you level Pokemon multiple levels, they can learn multiple moves. Don't have to go to one and move every one-on-one. Just have them have a compilation of all moves that gain when level up. Mark which moves you want to learn and skip the rest if you don't want to. Make it faster. It's a little nitpicky. And again, back in the days when you level multiple times, you had every summary for every level instead of just a combined one. I also want to learn Sweet Scent, Evasion, we had before, Bounce, we had before, Swift, which is a normal move that always hits, like Air Lace. And that's it. And Ivysaur evolves again! What will Ivysaur become? We know that. It's Venusaur! Yeah. The Pokédex data for Venusaur. By spreading the broad petals of its flower and catching the sun's rays, it fills his body with power. Oh, we know that. It's the Solar Beam! Boom, boom, boom. Here comes Petal Blizzard. A very strong move. It's a 90 power, 100 accuracy, so it's very strong. No secondary effect though, which is a bit of a letdown. But we don't really need Tackle. Tackle is such a weak move. And Drizzile is also evolving. We know that one. He's gonna become the Secret Agent Pokemon, which is Inteleon. Skinny but feisty Inteleon. Here's Inteleon, the Secret Agent Pokemon. It may present itself as being well-mannered, but deep down, it still has a lazy side. It'll slack off when its trainer isn't looking. Oh, yeah. Snipe Shot, which is its signature move, which is a very powerful move, because this one ignores opponent's abilities and moves that draw in moves. So basically, it will always hit. We don't really need Tearful Look. Don't even need Liquidation either, because it's a special attacker, but this one is fine. And we have a Wild Taurus attacking us. This one is a Terra type as well. Oh wow, look at this one. It's a fighting type Taurus. We already have fighting type Taurus, which is the Paldean one, but this is a Cantonian Taurus with a fighting type. Now we can't capture it in this position, so we need to first deal damage to it. Rush comes in. Let's use Superpower to get rid of the Terraslation. It's gonna break. But now Taurus can be captured. Violence is a kind of bad terror type for normal types, in my opinion. But we will get it anyways. We need it in our Pokédex, so why not? There we go. We get some more levels as well. Focus Energy we don't need. Aqua Jet. That's a priority move like Quick Attack for water types. It's a 40 power, so it's not bad. I mean, it's not good either, but it's okay. Don't need it. There's Taurus, the wild bull Pokemon. They fight each other by locking horns. The herd's protectors take pride in the battle-scarred horns. There is Taurus. No evolutions in this one. We can see if we can find one more chance. We want to evolve all our starters at least that we've gotten in. And I'll use the remaining... I'll use the time between the episode to level up the rest and fill out the Pokédex as well. So that we, in the next one after this one, we can talk to Perrin. And she can tell us, okay, you completed my task. Let me give you your ultimate reward. And I can promise you guys, again, this reward, I would say it's even better than one we had in Kitakami. Kitakami was very neat. I mean, Bloodmoon Ursaluna is a very fancy Pokemon. But that's one of Ursaluna we already know from before, from Pokemon Legend Arceus, even though that one doesn't look the same. Where are the Chanseys? Chansey, where are you? Please don't hide from me. Come and play. Maybe it's not in this region. Not into where the regions are. There we have. Hello, Chansey. Give me your XP, please. Give me. Feed me. I'm gonna play Roughneck Chansey. Giving me more XP, please. That should be enough for most. Since it's Venusaur, we can skip. We can always learn it later. We don't really need to learn these moves. We can learn them later. Anyone to evolve? Yes, it is Combusken. And Combusken evolves into one of the most powerful, strongest starters of all time, Blaziken. I mean, when we had Mega Blaziken in Gen 6, Jesus, people were like, oh my god, this Pokemon is broken. Yeah, it's one of the strongest fully evolved starters in history, for sure. So Blaziken, it can jump powerfully, clearing a 30-story building in a single leap. Its flaming punches scorch its opponents. Well, it's not just the punches that I'm afraid of, the kicks as well is nasty. Speaking of kicks, here it is, the Blaze Kick. Its signature move. It's a very powerful move and can also burn. Doesn't have perfect accuracy, but when it hits hard. We will also have Duat. Will be evolving. And Duat. What will he become? Become, of course, Samurott. And this is the Unovan, or is it Unovian? Yeah, Unovan Samurott, because this is not the Hisuian one. Because you only can get that one in Arceus. So here is Samurott. Samurott leads its group strictly. Those who don't follow its rules receive a merciless thrashing. One thing I don't like about Samurott though is that now it's on 4 legs instead of 2 legs like the previous ones. Once your Slash, which is kind of weird because it's more of a special attacker. And then finally we have Quilava, which is the last one. And Quilava becomes Typhlosion. And by the way, this Typhlosion is not someone that's going to enter your bedroom at night and do nasty things. You know what I mean if you saw the leaks. This is not this kind of Typhlosion. I hope. Anyways, Typhlosion. If its rage peaks, it becomes so hot that anything that touches it will instantly go up in flames. Hot as in what? Hot as in flamey or hot as in attractive? I don't know. Let's not talk more about that. The leaks were very, very funny. Anyway, they have all evolved now. Venusaur and Blaziken and Samurott and Inteleon and Typhlosion. And we even have a Taurus now, which we can just put over here. So Venusaur is done. Blaziken is done. Samurott is done. Inteleon is done, and finally Typhlosion is done. Let's have a Gen 4 Pokemon. Let's use Chimchar. Let's have Gen 6 as well. Let's bring in Froakie. Gen 7. Let's go with Rowlet. Let's also have Charmander. And finally, let's go with Mudkip. Yeah. So this is basically what I'm doing now in between the episodes to get those Pokédex data filled up. Then I'm gonna look at my Pokemon home and find out what Pokemon I can bring over to make this one a bit more quicker. And then after that, after I've done that, we will have next episode. You'll see that I have magically 200 Pokemon found and caught in Blueberry. I'm gonna speak with Perrin, find out exactly what this quest is all about. Then we're gonna go hunting for whatever the rewards are from Perrin. And then when we're done with that, we are going to conclude the Indigo Disk and head over to the epilogue, which also has some interesting cool stuff with actual new Pokemon, new trainers to fight, and a bit of a funny thing that's going to happen. As this little Leo wants to battle. And sorry, little Leo, I don't need you. Oh, have you? Oh, you're a male one as well. Male ones are the more rare little Leos because male is actually more rare than the female. But I already have a male little Leo, I think, from before, so don't need more. Anyways, that's going to conclude for today. So like, comment, and subscribe, follow me on social media, and by the way, Happy New Year, everyone! So I'll see you next time as my story in Pokemon Violet, the Indigo Disk, continues.